In the shadows rests a hidden beauty, waiting to come alive.
We shot a Porsche commercial in just 24 hours, teaming up with Nanlite to bring some serious lighting power to the set. Under the tight time frame, we faced some serious challenges and things did not go as expected. So let me take you behind the scenes, from planning of a shooting to editing, through all the fun, the challenges, what I learned and what I would do differently next time. I've always been a big fan of Porsche, the design language, being a great fit to my aesthetic model videos, and I came up with a mysterious yet powerful idea to showcase the energy and elegance of a Porsche. Like in a fairy tale, a sleeping beauty is just waiting to be unleashed, and once unleashed, it's roaring with its untamed energy. Anna was the perfect match for this shoot with the elegant looks. She brought some really chic outfits and accessories to match the elegance of the silver Porsche. So without a car, there is no car commercial. I requested several car dealers and rental companies, and one finally agreed to do a little collaboration. That's Carvia. They have really special cars for really affordable prices, and they had a silver drop-top Carrera GTS in their portfolio in Berlin. Since we're shooting in Leipzig, I had to get the car 1.5 hours away by train, drive all the way over the Autobahn with the Porsche Carrera GTS. I can tell you, one of my happiest hours in my life. This car just goes crazy. Straight to the studio to start shooting. So we're setting up the FC500B and the FC120B. One is a little fill light for the walls here to brighten up the room a little bit. The little FC120B is really powerful, 5 to 7% of the power for just a little bit of fill. So my plan was to connect the shapes of the Carrera GTS. You got these line patterns on the back of the car. The spotlight adapter here is really massive, but with such a big adapter, the spotlight size is bigger and makes it easier to fill out a room. We put the spotlight as far as we could to fill out the room with the light patterns as much as we could. For these table close-ups or model close-ups, we put the spotlight really close, so the light patterns are thinner and there's more movement. By changing the spotlight extension here, you can sharpen the pattern up. I didn't want to go full sharp to not make it look too superficial, yet keeping the shapes visible. One of us just moved the spotlight around to create this kind of movement. We had to shoot this a couple of times, so the movement of the model and the movement of the light was on point and continuous. For a little bit of a different look, we used the backdrop in the studio with the shadow of Anna. We wanted to give it some more abstract feel using the contours of her hands and her face. The rooftop setup was quite simple, just 2 stands with the PavoTube 30Cs. Super impressed by the PavoTubes. They feel like little laser swords here. They have full RGB, so you can set them up to any color you want. To support the sleeping beauty theme, I got a painting foil and we wanted to cover the whole car with that. Huge issue with that was the painting foil is super light and every tiny breeze of wind was pushing it up. The heat of the car from the motor, and we had so many attempts and lost so much time on that. I think it was 3 seconds where the foil laid alright and someone in the back of the car was hiding to pull it back as soon as it lays right. So super important to practice your shots before the actual shooting day. The painting foil was also used by Anna. Anna could really move it up, dance with it, do turns with it. Since it was so light, it stayed in the air and we could connect these movement shots of her with the painting foil really nicely to the driving shots of the car. We did some reveal shots on the parking lot by moving the light closer and further over parts of the car. That came really great for the intro sequence, for the sleeping beauty being revealed, being unleashed. So I expected the driving scenes to be performed much easier. Anna never drove a Porsche before. She had a lot of respect from such a powerful car, understandable. And we shot the driving scenes at rush hour, so there was a lot of traffic. We only had a small area, the tunnel, where we could shoot the car. We should have shot more driving shots. In the whole Porsche film, you don't see the GTS once from the front. I was so annoyed by that. So guys, take your time, especially if there are components you don't have control over. I had to work with just a few driving shots and I didn't want to make it repetitive. That was the biggest challenge. I still wanted to give it an impression of complexity and variety. Thank God we had the key shots in the studio. I could combine with the rooftop scenery here, so I could put more focus on the intro scene, on the mysteriousness, rather than on the driving scenes here. To add some more driving energy to the whole film, I actually used stock footage from Motion Array. Unedited, it's obviously a different car, but to make it less obvious, I took out the saturation and used the parts where the car is mostly blurred. I used those in the fast cut transitions to add some more energy. The voiceover is actually completely created with AI. I'm using 11 laps. I'm super impressed by the quality. You can modify the voice by speed, stability. There's also the voice changer feature, so if you want to have an exact pronunciation and punctuation, you can just record a little audio with your own voice and fit the voice you got in the library. You can basically create the limitless voiceovers for only $5 a month, so really great tip here. You might have noticed the intense driving sounds of the Porsche. To make it a bit more dramatic, I did not use sounds of the Porsche GTS. I used sounds of the Porsche GT3, which is a little louder than the GTS. And of course, I would have never taken those sounds of an official Porsche commercial. The fast cuts with the additional sounds and whooshes, page turners, clicks, flickers and bass hits really made this whole edit more dramatic.
In the shadows rests a hidden beauty, waiting to come alive.
Those were the final touches to the film, and this is the final result.
In the shadows rests a hidden beauty, waiting to come alive. A beauty ready to reveal perfection in its purest form. Will you answer the call and unleash what's meant for you? A symphony of precision, power, and soul, roaring towards freedom without boundaries, stating perfection in its purest form.
So in conclusion, it's always so important to plan in extra time, more than you expect. It's so important on a tight time frame that you do a lot of pre-production, do a really exact shot list, pre-shoot them to see if they work out how you imagine. The main struggle here was the painting fall disaster. Really stressed us out so much. It took over half an hour. I was almost about to cancel the idea, but then at the end we got 2 or 3 seconds where it looked alright. So also know how your accessories work to avoid any stress on the shoot. I definitely had not enough driving shots to work with. I imagined to have a lot of drive-by shots, also of the front of the car. My conclusion on the Nanlites here, I'm super happy with the lights Nanlite provided me here. Super high build quality compared to other light brands. Really like this simple setup. I will be using these in a lot of my future videos. Really happy to have Nanlite here on board from now on. So all in all, super intense experience here. I was able to drive my dream car, the Porsche Carrera GTS drop top. Could have done more in pre-production, could have tested out more stuff to make it flow more organically, but at the end we had so much fun. I'm quite happy with the outcome. Of course, the whole video was shot with my own diffusion filter Marble Glow, giving you highlights, a beautiful halation, especially on the PavoTubes. It makes the whole image a little bit more organic, takes out the digital edge. A super nice cinematic add-on to all my films. Check out Marble Glow and Marble Glow VND and enjoy free shipping worldwide. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Peace.